Oh, I'll bite you all right. You're about to get sinned, episode. Episode begins with trying to trick its audience coming back from a pee break during commercials into thinking that their little kid sibling changed channels to a baby show. Joke's on them though, since I'm the youngest in my family. Discount Mickey Mouse. Apparently, Mickey Beaver's chomp radius is so wide that he can actually chomp through the entire tree by going through instead of making a tunnel through the middle of it. Dream goes back to reality on Daggett's face, even though he's not the one having the dream. Daggett somehow thinks it's a good idea to stick his hand right where Norbert's mouth is. Yeah, I know he's stupid, but given how this probably isn't the first time he's been bitten by his brother, he should know better.
Wake up!
You know, assuming that Norbert is Mickey Beaver in his dream and Mickey Beaver just chewed through the entire tree straight through, I'm surprised Norbert actually hasn't woken up yet due to dreaming the tree he chomped through falling on him and crushing him.
Spook! Spook!
In an alternate universe, Norbert ends up drowning in the lake due to being asleep and not realizing he's in the pond. Daggett inadvertently attempts murder. Knock on the door / doorbell rings a midnight cliche. So, being thrown in the pond after falling in the underwater door wakes him up, but being thrown in the pond after falling out the window doesn't?
Do the words bed biting mean anything to you?
Oh, so that's what he was doing? Then why'd you ask?
What in the name of Kurt Jurgens' Teutonic petulance are you doing?
Before, if you knew what he was doing.
The common yet embarrassing beaver childhood problem of chewing in your sleep?
Norbert answers the question by explaining what bed biting is to the unknowing audience. Cheap exposition! Also, this episode steals its premise from Stinky Toe.
Stinky Toe? The rare and incurable disease that afflicts only beavers?
Bed biter?
Uh-huh.
Me?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Hipster?
This episode was written before it was known that hipsters are not cool.
Little baby, you ain't seen nothing yet, bed biter!
Somehow, BTO did not sue Nickelodeon for this. This clip of Daggett taunting Norbert during his trippy dream sequence is literally the same one they just played before.
Norbert's a little baby bed biter and everybody knows it. Get a hold of yourself, man!
Daggett immediately goes from taunting Norbert for his embarrassing problem to trying to make him feel better.
I wish somebody'd pinch me and wake me up.
Pinch me, I must be dreaming cliche.
Hello, my name is Daggett and I'm a bed biter.
Hi, Dad.
Who are you?
Oh, woe is me. Now I'm a loser, too.
Norbert outright calls Daggett a loser right in front of him. I hope Norbert feeds his cow so she doesn't, die, otherwise he can't get into his secret room. Forget about that meme that asks how Dexter's parents never knew about his lab due to the high electric bill. This is on a whole nother level. I sure hope Norbert's workshop has gloves and masks and proper clothing in it. I'm pretty sure it's a workshop hazard to work in your PJs. Since we never see the cow until after Norbert's first invention fails, does the wall ever go back over the cow after Norbert comes out of his workshop, or does it just stay like that?
And they start chewing, it delivers a mild wake-up shock.
That wouldn't exactly stop the bed biting problem. It'd just wake him up every time he starts doing it. Also, even if it did stop it, it would still be embarrassing to have to wear it every night, especially during sleepovers. Ow.
Oh no! My invention failed!
Yes, Norbert, we can all clearly see that. Show don't tell.
Why did you shock me too? I should suffer alone?
This is literally the same animation of Norbert pulling the cow's udder and the cow making a face as before. Also, this begs the question, is this still the same night or is it the next night? It's not totally clear. Something amazing coming out of a glowing white room cliche. Also, there was a fade transition between Norbert going into the workshop to build the record player and coming out, and there wasn't one for when he went in to build the electric alarm. Fade transitions imply passage of time. Are you telling me it took longer for him to create a record player than a high-tech electric alarm? Also, did Norbert build the actual record too, from scratch, or just a record player? And for that matter, did he have to build a recording studio too, or did he already have one built? The Norbert Is part is clearly recorded in 2 separate takes on the loop.
Norbert is. This just has to work.
Even if it doesn't, it's an episodic show. Everything will be back to normal by the next episode. Light mysteriously turns off by itself. I'm starting to think that Norbert shocked Daggett and put a loud record player all night just to annoy him for taunting him.
Norbert
Spooky
is
record.
a bed biter. Norbert is a bed biter.
This isn't
Norbert?
good.
Hi, Murphy's Law! So, I guess Walt really did go over the cow, or just disappeared. Wait, when did it become daytime? Daggett somehow doesn't think to take the record out of the record player. Even when the word not is reinserted back into the record loop, Norbert continues bed biting until he hits the cliffside. Norbert's eyes are yellow for a second when he comes out of the dirt. No.
I suffered an unexpected prolapse.
You mean relapse?
Norbert corrects Daggett's mispronunciation of relapse, even though he himself mispronounces a lot of words.
Why, everybody probably does something embarrassing sometime. Looks like some people have issues.
It's perfectly understandable why the animals have issues with your embarrassing thing, Norbert, especially when it destroys the forest!
Come on, brother. Let's go home.
Yeah, what's left of it.
So do they fix their dam? It still looks broken. Also, I just realized that Norbert and Daggett's beds are back to normal after getting charred to ashes. How'd they fix that? Norbert gets into bed, gets out to punch his belly, then gets back into bed again. This ending also rips off Stinky Toe.